News Interactive is brought to you by
Airtel, the smartphone network.
All right, so it's now time for Journalists Interactive, the real deal, and Aisha Ibrahim is here. Do we talk about the Tundra bit, or we hold on to that for later?
Hazel, you're the genesis of the Tundra issue. So
how did I become the genesis?
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that.
You would tell us how you came by that name.
No, it started off by people sending messages.
But for now, it's time to join in the conversation on the trending issues of the day. The interactive segment is brought to you by Airtel, the smartphone network which offers you more talk, longer text, and all the internet browsing with an Airtel 2 Much pack. All you have to do is dial *202# to get in touch with us. Please join us on Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Find us on facebook.com/joynewsontv. Our handle on Twitter is also Joy News on TV, and our WhatsApp number 0560-800,000. Please don't forget to always add your name and location when you send a message. Now, over the weekend, President Mahama was at Sunyani and at the Techiman Holy Family Hospital, where some victims of the accident are receiving treatment after the accident, which claimed about 63 lives. Now, some residents of Kintampo in the Bono Ahafo region have expressed utter disappointment at President Mahama for failing to visit the town. The residents find it unfortunate that the president chose to visit the Sunyani Regional and Techiman Holy Family Hospitals, where some victims of the accident are receiving treatment, but failed to be in Kintampo, where the disaster occurred. Do you think their grievances are justified?
Incidents happened to the people of Kintampo, so I think he should have been there to send his sympathy to at least some of the families of the dead and all that. At least just going there for some minutes will show some love. But going to Sunyani, even though the people are no more at Kintampo, but then some are dead, and those there that you went to visit them, their parents and families are in Kintampo.
Yeah, as a president of the land, he should have been there. On a second thought, he should have been there because there he would have known on first hand what really happened. It might be the problem of the road, is it the car, is it whatever. Then he would know from first hand what really happened on the accident scene. And I think there are problems with the hospitals because there wasn't enough oxygen to be placed on the victims, and most of them died. I learned on Monday morning, even 10 died in the morning, and it wasn't comfortable.
Well, I think so, because if they are all on the same route, and then probably you get to Kintampo before you get to Techiman and the other places, I think his first call of place should have been at Kintampo and not Techiman, and then the other, although it is still good. So I think he should have been there first before going to the other places. It's just fair.
For instance, if you have 2 children and something happened, you need to visit here and then here. You don't need to go to one side and then leave the other. You see, at least it is the same place that the accident occurs. So he needs to, at least visit there, before he can go. I mean, he going to the other side, it's not wrong. Yeah, it's not wrong. But at the same time, he should have even come back to, visit or donate something to where this thing occurred, the accident occurs. Yes.
I don't think they are justified, in the sense that when you talk about the president is he has an appointment, people who stand in for him. You have the regional minister, you have the minister of transport. They were at the accident scene, and they have gone to give him the feedback. Most of the people who were involved were taken from Kintampo to other hospitals. So the people who are sick are the people he ought to go and see, not the other people. So if he goes to check on them and does not go to Kintampo, I don't see the problem with that, because the minister has already been there.
So a lot lot of messages coming on our social media platforms. First, Facebook.
Yeah, let's get on to Facebook. Abdul Wahab, he writes a pretty long one. He says, we'll blame him for everything, including our inability to satisfy our wives. Very soon, we'll blame him for our sexual problems as well. But we need to know how to play blame games. And then Elvis says, they're not serious at all. Is it the resident of Kintampo that had the accident or what? For him to come, they're mediocre. And then Okra, he replies to that and says, are you okay to say they are not serious? Which hospital did they take the victims to when the accident happened? Did he even try to visit Kintampo to see if the hospital is really lacking facilities? And then Obing says, I like your comment. He likes Elvis's comment. And then Adosum says, Elvis, please come again. Did you say mediocre? What's your definition to that in connection with the above story? I'll be glad if you make me understand. So the story we posted has to do with Kintampo disaster residents angry with President Mahama. And then James also says, if the president visits the hospital, is that going to bring the people back to life? Or being Fufie says, yes, perfectly. We are very angry. What prevented the president from coming to Kintampo? We wanted him to come and witness the odor at the mortuary. We told him that the other half of the Kintampo Township Road still remains untied. Gaduga says, I stand to be corrected, but I think President Mahama is too young for the position of presidency, really. He's getting confused about the running of this our dear nation. Ghana, may God save us. Solomon says, hypocrisy at its best. Angry with the president for what? When there is gross indiscipline, this is what will happen. Most of these accidents that happen are due to carelessness, which could have been avoided. So how can someone be blamed for another person's negligence? Everything people read politics into it. Aisha?
You won't believe the messages coming in here, but first I'd like to read the one that says, Joy News, you are the best among all. This is from Lizzie from Royals.
Thank you very much, Lizzie, for the compliment.
Oh, hold on, more coming. This one says, Israel, you're welcome back on Joy News Prime. We miss you so much.
Thank you. I'm back. Good to be back.
A lot of the welcomes are coming. And this one says,
messages talking
Israel,
about
where have you been? We have missed you. I'm tempted to read this one, which says...
Which explains why you are called Tundra.
Wait a minute. I can't find it. I'll look for it and I'll read it. It says, Aisha, please accept the Tundra bit because you are sweet as some what. I don't know what you're talking about. But Tundra is a car, remember? So
it's a car that has some features.
Let's look at some of the messages. And Mahama Bako just says, sometimes it's good to talk and insist on the right things being done. I believe if a passenger had challenged the driver to park until brake was fixed, he would have been labeled as too known by other passengers. I once told the driver whose wiper wasn't working to stop driving so the rain stopped, but almost all the passengers nearly swallowed me. And this one says, as at yesterday, there were still some bodies in the mortuary. Why not visit them, Mr. President? Oh, come on. Well, there's a story on Facebook. We'll be looking at that shortly. But remember George Boateng? You remember that gentleman who attempted to contest President Mahama in the National Democratic Congress presidential primaries? Well, he has been arrested, Israel. He was arrested yesterday by national security officers and handed over to the airport police. Reports say he was impersonating national security personnel while taking money from unsuspecting persons. This is what people have been saying on social media. Let's see.
So, George Boateng, I mean, way before, I mean, at the time he was contesting or he sought to contest the president, I mean, I had information that he's always been hanging around at the airport. And so I'm sure probably this is something he's been doing for some time now.
Taking money from people?
Well, passing of...
But they said he's insane. That's what we heard.
Well...
Would this be coming from the insanity?
Let me leave that. Let's get on to Facebook because we posted a story and we're getting some comments coming through. Suleimana says, I doubt impersonation could be the reason behind his arrest. It could be because he contested Mahama. And this is why you're so confident in incompetence. I don't get it. Okoko Drew 4 says, I don't understand. Maybe more and the vivid explanation will be better. How can national security arrest someone and hand him over to the police less than 24 hours? Does it mean national security has no interest in this case? Which group of people did he fraud under the pretense of being national security personnel who reported the case? So you're asking questions. Kwame says, please do something on your caption. Why Mahama contender and not any other aspirants? Doesn't he have a name? We've named him. He's George Watting. Armstrong says, this man is just a big disgrace to himself and his family. You're a fraudster and you want to rule Ghana. You can do that in your dream. Well, he's alleged to be a fraudster. Armstrong. Oh, sorry. I actually just went way off. Let me try and go back. Okay, so yeah. So, and we also have Danny says, that sounds like a powerful hand working behind the scenes against the future president. Lol. All politics made in Ghana. Ha ha ha. Who said man no day? And Benny says, forget Ghana politicians. All are on the same scale. All right. So those are some of your comments on Facebook.
The comments coming on WhatsApp are still on the previous issue we discussed about Mahama visiting the hospital and not the township. And this one says they should stop blaming Mahama, let him do his work. This is from Innocent. And more of that coming. This one says, oh, Israel. He says, Israel, where is the Agatha show if you haven't finished it?
The Agatha Miss G gave to me. I still have it.
The reason why she was angry with me the other time, she said she misses you because you deliver. She wanted a chocolate and I couldn't give her one.
Oh no.
And Kwekubi Abranti of Aguna Street said, no wonder he was going to. Oh, what are you talking about? Well, I don't think I'm the one to read this for you. And this one is coming from. He says, what exactly is John Mahama going to the accident scene to do? Raise the dead? That's the question he is asking. And a lot of the messages are coming. This one is talking about you, Israel. It says your smile always make me feel happy. Hey. And this one says there's no need for the president to go there because it's not the resident of Kintampo that had the accident as far as Minister of Transport is concerned. And this one says the president's visit was needless because he had already sent some delegation led by his chief of staff to Kintampo. It is just a waste of taxpayers' money. Those are some of the comments coming in. We'll take a break and we'll bring you more on JNI.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Interesting. So that's where we end the segment. It's been interesting staying with you, and you know how we have fun on JNI and Israel. You've had all your friends comment.
Well, yeah,
the comments
well,
are so
there have been
much.
people who were asking where I was. Well, I took my leave and I took a short vacation. And as part of the vacation,
and you went to
I also went to Dubai for a wedding. It was a colleague's wedding, a Nigerian friend and colleague who got married. It was a beautiful wedding, actually.
Okay, you want to share with us some of the pictures?
So that's Jumai Shaba. Jumai Shaba got married. She's Nigerian. The husband is Nigerian, but they got married in Dubai.
Okay,
and,
lovely.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, the scenery was just fantastic. It was a really
sweet.
beautiful.
That's that. Who's that?
Well, that's me.
The swagon papa.
All right. So there was
I can see you had fun. You really have fun, and it shows all over your face that you're relaxed. So it will be my turn soon.
I know that.
So that's where we end the segment. We'll be back same time tomorrow on Joy News Prime. Have a good evening.
Joy News Interactive.